Are government UFO lockdowns and alien virus mask mandates in our future? Hello, this is Chart GPT today. Of course, that may sound like a kind of a leading hyperbolic question, but the question is a government psyop on UFOs maybe leading to lockdowns and, heavens forbid, a mask mandate to cover up from alien viruses? So let's get into some of the detail. First off, here we have a chart on if an alien attack hit the Earth, do you think we would be safer under Joe Biden or Donald Trump? It boils right down to the party lines. It pretty much mirrors a little bit some of the polling, but people feel that we'd be safer under Trump than Joe Biden. 25% don't know. Do you agree? Here's another part of that poll. Do you agree or disagree with the following statement? Aliens from other planets have probably visited the Earth in the last 50 years. It's kind of interesting. This kind of splits right down the middle, despite the breakouts here. Most than some people don't know, and then maybe a little bit less don't believe, but it's quite a shocking poll there that most people believe that we've been visited by aliens. The point to all that is people are prepared. People are prepared to believe in UFOs, and if someone come out and said the UFOs are real, people would believe it. Whether it's true or not, that may be another issue. So the point is that if you're thinking about putting a hoax onto people, people are ready for it. Here's another one. Do you think the Biden administration has or has not told the American public everything about UFOs? So it's interesting at this point where you see the red there, most people think they're hiding something. So once again, there's a belief that UFOs are out there. Of course, it breaks down. The youth are probably most disbelieving as you get older, a little bit more. And of course, it breaks down to Republicans are a little bit more distrustful of government, as you would think, than Democrats. So this is quite a leading story there. So, and we're to the point now where statistics show that more people believe in ghosts and aliens than they do God. There's a little bit of right up there on there. You can slow it down. Well, you've probably heard this before. So we've had all kinds of alien UFOs and all kinds of crazy stories on the news. Of course, you had the more famous one was the Nimitz issue with the pillbox, and of course that always makes the rounds. Then recently we had these aliens found in Mexico. Of course, some people think it's a hoax, some people not. Interesting point there, which is quite interesting. There's been a huge border crisis, and so whenever you have a border crisis, what you need to do is put out a UFO story to maybe deflect from the issues going on down there. Maybe, maybe not. This is something that a lot of people have speculated over the years. In any case, here's something is real. They're passing a bill in the Senate to amend the National Defense Authorization Act for 2024 of very specific regulations in terms of UFOs and how they work. And it basically goes something like this. The law would require the president has 90 days to choose 9 people for a review board. Oh my goodness, that'll get political. Then they have 30 days to review all the material once it's handed over. Then they have 180 days to investigate each case and then respond in 14 days. So this would be law, and they would have to turn on all documents. So the point being here is, even in law, they're trying to prime us for the potential UFO event where the government has their 300-day plan to announce aliens are coming. Now, where have we heard this story before? So remember the old TV series, The Visitors, V, when the visitors came down to take over the world on our behalf? They're our friends. Well, what happens if the government says they're our friends and begin to say UFOs exist and we need to protect the planet, so they may issue lockdowns to protect the world? Remember, many people believe it already, so it wouldn't be much of a hoax to get people to start believing in UFOs and maybe even accept the lockdowns. Of course, we've seen that already in COVID, so this is quite interesting. You think, well, this is silly. Is it? Well, there's reports already that show that U.S. uses UFO psyop to hide crimes and advance military agendas. CIA admits many times that they've lied about UFO sightings. And does the government want you to believe in UFOs? So you see stories like this all the time. So is the government potentially could use UFOs as a psyop to enforce lockdowns? And of course, now recently we've had this asteroid coming back with alien material. They're bringing back samples. Perhaps there are alien mask mandates coming because there might be viruses inside that piece of rock that they brought back, those dust particles. So, does this sound so crazy? Could they do that? One has to wonder. Well, anyway, take our online poll, and I asked the question: could they use a UFO psyop to get you to agree to, or get many of the Republic to agree to lockdowns and mask mandates or whatever? Maybe the mask may be too far. But what do you think? Could the government do something like this? And Secretary, take a look at the AI write-up on how the government might do something like that. So that would be quite interesting for you there. Look at the post link in the description box, and don't forget to subscribe.